It's Dana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a monochromatic card. A card in all of one shade. So we're going to use purple today. So I'm going to use this Memento ink here, that's Lulu Lavender, my Hero Arts Passion Flower, and my Memento Grape Jelly. I'm going to also use this kind of graphic bar, music bar, I guess, stencil, and that's from iStencil, and this large hello die from Simon Says Stamp. Let me go ahead and grab a card that I already made using these same supplies. I use this card here, and I really loved all the green colors on this. And I also want to show you how to raise up your die cut sentiment really easy without having to fuss with a lot of foam tape. All right, so I'm just going to use a regular piece of Nina Solar White cardstock. It doesn't have to be really fancy cardstock. And I'm just going to grab some of my 3M tape. And I just want to make sure that I can put that stencil down where it doesn't shift around too much on my paper. So I'm just going to line it up as evenly as I can because I want my lines to kind of make sure they go directly across the middle of the panel. I'm just going to go ahead and tape the bottom down, and I'm also going to tape down the sides because I don't want to get anything onto the other piece of that cardstock in case I'm going to use it for something else. But I think I'll just go ahead and remake the same card that I already did. I actually had a great time making it. All right, so we're going to grab in our colors. So I'm going to use the lighter one first, the medium color, and then the darker color. I'm also going to use these little daubers. I've had these for quite some time, and I really like that they're small and they're easy to go into this this design. Usually I would use my larger mini blending tool, but these work actually better. So I'm going to grab one out for each color because I don't want to cross-contaminate my colors right now. And all I'm going to do, let me shift this so it's in camera for you. All I'm going to do is just pick up some of the ink on my dauber. Make sure I get a good amount to start off with. That looks good. And I'm just going to rub kind of in a circular motion and then back and forth, up and down, because I really want to make sure I get this ink into those grooves. I just want to make sure I have full coverage so once I lift it, I don't have to keep fiddling with it later. So all I'm doing is rubbing it right into the lines. And I'm going to go on to my next color. This one is Passion Flower. This color is by Hero Arts. Again, I'm just going to grab some of it and start putting it in between the lines. Now, when I put this down, I want to make sure that I'm going to get a good seamless blend between the two colors, if that makes sense. So we don't want it to be like a stark difference. So I'm going to go back in with my lighter color and actually pull some of that color down into the darker color. And I'm also going to make sure I pull the second color down enough that it will blend with my third color. All right, and the third color, this is Memento ink, and this one is called Grape Jelly. I love the color of this purple. It's so deep and so rich. So I'm using the same technique, just up and down in between the lines, making sure I get some really good coverage. Now I'm going to go back in with that medium color again, and I'm going to pull that into the darker color again, because we want to try to get a very seamless transition between the colors. Like I said, we don't want to have like a lot of harsh lines. So I'm going to do my best to kind of blend this out on a first try. It's such a simple and easy card to put together. You can do it with so many different colors. As long as you have 3 colors that blend together. And it doesn't always have to be like the same color palette. You don't have to do monochromatic colors. If you have some distress inks or other kind of inks that you like how the colors blend, go for it. It's going to absolutely look fantastic when you're done. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this off. I'm going to be extra careful here so that I don't tear my paper, because that would be horrible after we've done all this work. Let me get that off. See how cute that comes out? All right, there we go. See that? And you see how the colors blend very seamlessly into each other. See how this one does here? All the greens blend in, and now all of my purples are blending in. Next, we're going to grab some fun foam. This is just white foam, fun foam I got from, I think, Amazon. And we're going to go ahead and color our fun foam. Now this is, I like to do this because sometimes when I put fun foam up, I don't want to see the white. So I'm going to actually color my fun foam. I'm going to lay down my stencil and make sure that I get just enough of the color where it will cover up where I need to cut my fun foam. So that should be good. Now I could actually have gone in maybe with the ink pad and just kind of smeared it on, but I don't want to oversaturate it because I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of touch-up work. This is just kind of getting down that base color. And like I said, you can do this with any color. If you want to pop something up in, you know, pink, blue, whatever, you can always use your ink to dye your fun foam. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take that off camera and cut it. So here is my hello dye. I'm going to add a little bit more depth to the fun foam. When you run this through your die cut machine, the color will settle down into the fun foam. So because I want my shadow statement to be a little bit more noticeable, I'm going to add just a tad bit more lavender to this. Just going to try to get an even coat. And you might not be able to see it quite yet, but let me show you. Let me show you against a piece of darker paper. Can you tell that? And let me grab the purple paper. See, you can see that it has a very pretty lavender color. Now I'm going to also cut the sentiment again out of that purple. So there's the sentiment out of my cardstock, and here's the sentiment out of my fun foam. So I'm going to get a nice lavender border around my sentiment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mount my cover panel, and I'm going to use my Perfect Layers tool for this. I love, love, love these little mini rulers. They come in handy anytime I want to do a 1/4 inch or 1/16 of an inch frame around my border. It makes it so easy. Usually I'm trying to cut it on my cutter, and I just can't get it to work correctly. So I like to have these handy. And of course my tape runner runs out, but it's okay. I always keep tape handy on my desk. All right, let me just go ahead and finish adding adhesive. I really love, love, love these shades of purple together. I think they absolutely look so pretty. And I don't do a lot of cards with purple, but I really, really like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my ruler. I just want 1 1/16 of an inch border around this panel, just so I have a little bit of color, because I'm just going to go ahead and mount this panel onto white cardstock, or white card base rather, and I don't want the white on white. So using my Perfect Layer tools is going to give me just that thin border around my panel. And like I said, I love these little rulers. Oh, they come in handy. I love it. Perfect, perfect matting every single time. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and assemble the rest of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some glue, and this is just some Martha Stewart glue. I'm going to speed this up because it's going to take me a little bit to add all these tiny little glue dots. Now what I could have did was laid my paper down on some double-sided tape, and then I could have just released it and put it onto my fun foam. But I actually want to use a liquid adhesive right now because I want to have the opportunity to wiggle my top sentiment before I actually put it down. This way it gives me a little bit of leeway to move that sentiment so I can make sure I get just the faintest of a highlight around my letters. And if I would have done this with, having the double-sided tape, I wouldn't have had that flexibility. So I'm just going to move those around until I kind of get them where I want. All right. All right, that looks good. I'm liking that. All right, easy peasy. Alrighty, and that is our card for today. I'll show you the green one, which was the inspiration to make this purple one. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Please make sure to follow me in all of my social media outlets. I'll see you guys soon. Go forth and be crafty. Hey guys, if you want to see another video by me, please feel free to click on one of these videos. It will take you directly to the video on YouTube. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I want you guys to have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. Take care.